Stephen A. Smith, first take, Big Perk, all together.
Stephen A. Smith just lost his mind on national television. And for once, it wasn't because someone disrespected the Cowboys or forgot to put LeBron in their top 5. Nope. This time, the smoke was reserved for the WNBA, specifically the MVP conversation. And guess who's the eye of the hurricane? None other than Caitlin Clark. Yes, Stephen had delivered an on-air sermon so loud, you could hear it in the parking lot, complete with finger-wagging, volume spikes, and enough sweat to fog up the first-take cameras. You know when Stephen starts pacing and throwing down words like thunderbolts, it's not a debate. It's a spectacle. And when he set his sights on Caitlin Clark, it was an explosion. A sports media monologue turned Broadway soliloquy. He didn't just support the idea of her winning MVP, he demanded it. If you weren't on board before, congrats. Stephen had just guilt-tripped you into switching sides. If you think Clark will win MVP this year, comment Caitlin for MVP down below. Let's go. Now let's be real. Subtlety has never been Stephen A's thing. This man doesn't whisper. He detonates. When he talks hoops, it's less of a chat and more like an audio earthquake. And this time, the epicenter wasn't Madison Square Garden or Crypto.com Arena. It was Indiana. Because Caitlin Clark has been cooking up so much on court sorcery that even the loudest voice in sports media had to turn up his dial another notch. The WNBA's most dangerous sophomore, the queen of logo threes, the walking ankle breaker, has officially entered Stephen A's obsession zone. And when she entered the league, casually pulling up from deep like it was a free throw, you just knew this man was going to hit DEFCON 1 eventually. Spoiler alert, that moment has arrived. In what can only be described as a caffeine-fueled verbal volcano, Stephen A. broke the sports media sound barrier to say what everyone's been thinking, but afraid to admit. Caitlin Clark might just be the real MVP, not someday, not eventually, right now. The type of player who makes seasoned defenders rethink their life choices and opposing GMs lose sleep, wondering how they let her slip through their fingers. And this wasn't some half-hearted segment tucked into the end of a rundown. No, this was a full-blown Stephen a theatrical event.